1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Legalize meth. Call your congressman today.
Yeah, dude, if we're really desperate for content this episode, I can just get really high and really existential.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, I just thought about that.
So what I'm saying is I should go off my meds.
No.
And get back into that state.
I don't condone this.
Welcome back.
Shout out God, shout out Jesus.
Deep well.
Welcome to the Extraordinary Podcast Spectacular with Eddie and Tommy.
Because we were talking about content.
We came up mid. I told you what we were going to do the intro. And mid-intro, you're like, you just decided that it was the perfect time to, all right, you're taking a fat rip on that. Tommy has a
this one just
this week.
No, this one you just have to like take it in slow because it's broken.
Welcome back to
welcome back, guys. What were you gonna say?
Welcome back to the Extraordinary Podcast Spectacular with Eddie and Tommy. That's all I was gonna say, buddy. What's up?
I'm Eddie.
No, you're not. You silly Sally.
Goose.
Stop doing that, man. I've told you so many times. That's not who you are. You're taking my name. You're taking my social, dude.
Okay. I'm not.
What's the last four digits of your social security number? You should tell me, like, on here.
What if I straight up I thought about just saying them?
It's 5-6. No, I'm kidding.
I was like, if I say it, if I shout out 4 random numbers and actually use the last 4 of mine, nobody's gonna know the difference.
5721.
If I went 6231, oh shit.
Oh fuck, dude. You guys are just gonna have to try those out.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, was it really yours? Because it was really mine.
Oh.
It wasn't really mine.
Okay, good. Oh fuck, you scared me for a second, dude. The Jew inside of me, like the responsible side of me.
You were like, I can't
which
put
I'm
that
trying
out
to
there.
shed. I was like, fuck, dude, I can't believe you did that because I wasn't gonna edit it out. I've given up on editing. God,
okay,
our
that's fine.
Lord and Savior Bobby, shout out God, shout out Bobby, best producer in the world. He hasn't produced the show in like 4 months.
Dude, 1 year, we did it.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, before we forget.
Applause, Bobby.
Dude, I'm not gonna throw in the applause because I'm too lazy. I'm tired, and I have to edit it now. But shout out God, shout out Bobby, shout out everyone who's been listening for an entire year, dude. I can't believe I've been keeping up with it. Sort of. 365 days have passed, in fact, since we started talking shit on this podcast. Sorry, internet radio show. We're not calling it podcast anymore. Podcasts are fucking gay.
Really?
Yeah, dude. It came out in the New York Times recently. It was just like, hey, do you podcast? That's pretty
gay.
Yeah, it just said, dude, you podcast? That's pretty gay.
Shit.
And no one said anything, funny enough. No one said a thing about it. I was talking about, so last night, the Browns were playing the Jets.
Oh,
the Jets,
yeah. I love the Browns.
They were kind of
right now.
They were kind of on like trash mode because their starting quarterback got hurt. Or no, he got mono, which is pretty sad that he was kissing so many girls.
Yeah.
And then the backup quarterback, who I forgot even existed, Trevor Siemian, he got hurt because his ankle exploded. But then they put in a guy named Falk, which was never not funny when he threw the ball.
Yeah,
the broadcasters.
it was, dude. It sounded like they said fuck every time.
Yeah, dude, it was so silly, dude. They would throw the ball. He would throw the ball, and the broadcaster would be like, "Fuck!"
Yeah,
and then I would laugh every time and never stop.
They said something funny where it sounded like there was one sentence where it sounded like he could have said "fuck."
There was one time where it was like a close play or something, and you could clearly hear one of the players shout "fuck." I love when that happens in live broadcasting. That's the best, and they don't.
Or
have
when
time to, like,
they
dump
zoomed
it.
in on. They zoomed in on, God, what the fuck is his name? Greg something. The defensive coordinator for the Jets.
Yeah.
Greg Williams?
Yeah.
Yeah. They zoomed on him after the OBJ touchdown, and he was like, they didn't obviously have audio, but you could tell he was just like, fuck.
He's like, these goddamn Mexicans, they're taking over this fucking country. And they're like, whoa.
They're like,
That was a
Greg,
weird way to react.
chill
Greg.
out.
He's like, I want to kill the president. And he's like, whoa, Greg, you can't say that on national television. He's like, I'm just coaching. I'm just coaching football right now. In the heat of the moment, you say things, okay? It's not my...
dude.
I don't actually want to kill the president. God rest his soul. You know, God save the queen. But it's just fucking like... in the heat of the moment, you say things, you know?
Yeah, dude. Sometimes things just happen. It's not anybody's fault.
He's like, I'll never hire a Puerto Rican. And they're like, Greg...
Greg,
Stop.
Stop saying that stuff on live television.
Stop saying that. He's like, if you want to close the pay gap, maybe women should work harder. And it's like, whoa.
Craig, we're not at the
Dude.
country club, man. Come on.
Jesus Christ. Wait for the doors to be closed in the locker room. Get your towel on in the sauna. Then you can start talking your shit. Not out here on the football field, the gridiron. Everyone knows there's only respect on the gridiron.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, anyway. Greg Williams, he hates most people. But what I was going with, where I was taking this,
Yeah, what are we talking about?
we were talking about how podcasting's gay. That's what we were talking about. Yeah, but when I was watching the game with Bobby, my little Bob,
Little Bobby boy.
little Bobby boy, and I was just listening to the broadcasters talk during a lull in the game. And I was like, what if the broadcasters just were like, man, the Jets are gay. And then the next day, everyone picked up on the story, but they weren't even mad at it. Like no one like tweeted at them like, we need their jobs. Like you can't just. People have been gay shaming.
Nobody
for too
was
long.
mad about it.
No one was mad.
Not
They
even
just-
Jets fans.
Yeah, no, people were just, like in the LGBTQ community were like. They would be tweeting out like, man, the Jets are so gay, dude.
Yeah, they're like, he's right. The Jets are gay.
Sports Center opens up. They're like, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tonight, turns out the New York Jets are
gay.
They're gay as hell. And quote from Booger McFarland, these N-words are gay as hell. Booger's he's black.
Sounds like Booger.
Yeah, he can say the N-word. I can't though. If we haven't blown up by now, then there's no point. I was at work though, and there's a couple guys who have really successful podcasts, or at least successful podcast in their standards.
Yeah.
And which is no like I'm not trying to talk shit. They have
Right.
They're very entertaining people, and they have really good podcasts. You should check them out. I'm not going to shout them out here just because I don't want to have them.
You don't want to give out free advertising.
Yeah, no free ads on here. But they were talking about how they podcast and stuff, and I was just like, oh yeah, I podcast too. We're not successful.
We're the same.
We're the same. We essentially have the same. We're equals. But yeah, no, dude, business has been bad lately. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it's because we got lazy or the Chinese attacked again, or it's like.
I think there's just a general like. The FPBs have really
they abandoned
weeded
us.
out who's true and who's not.
Oh yeah, that's totally true. We have people who actually are real fat pussy boys.
Yeah,
and they're
real
the
FPBs.
They're the ones that write in and stuff, and they let me know when they're enjoying the show and stuff, or when things are good or when things are bad. You know what sucks is they can definitely tell when we're really just like bringing it in. We're phoning it in. They're like, man, this week's episode was just dog shit.
Yeah, they'll be like, you guys suck.
You guys suck this week.
Oh.
I tried my best.
Yeah.
It's a weekly show.
We can't be on the top of our game every week.
Yeah, dude. It's like we have
Sometimes you have down weeks.
We have 7 days to prepare, and usually we just don't do that. we show
up. Totally didn't this week.
Yeah, no. We're doing this again the night before. 2 weeks ago, we just didn't have a podcast because iTunes decided not to put it up.
Yeah, and so then last week, Eddie goes, so since we didn't have an episode last week, but we still recorded one, do you just want to post that one for this week and you never post one for last week? And I was like, yeah, that sounds good. And so here we are, literally like probably less than 12 hours before this goes up.
It was a good episode. I didn't want it to
It was a good episode.
I enjoyed that episode. You weren't even in the majority
I wasn't
of it.
in most of it, no.
But it was a wild time. Oh, my balls came out. I forgot about that part.
Yeah, dude, your balls did come out.
I wasn't even like
dude, Eddie's balls came out again last night. Actually, it was the same picture, but
Yeah, I can get an updated picture. I need to shave them. So I actually update on my balls. Update on my balls.
Yeah. Okay.
So I've gotten into I started showering at night because I have to get up early, like 4 a.m.
Right. I respect that.
So yeah, farmer always rise before the sun, sleep when the hens cluck their they cluck
their dicks.
They slap their balls. But I've been showering at night, which is weird to me. But so I don't have enough time to shave my balls every night, which also seems excessive, right? You
do not need to do that every night.
There's a fine line between like just overdoing it. Like you don't need that much razor on your dick. But I usually go like throughout the week. I'll let it grow out a little, get a little stubble going, a little 5 o'clock shadow.
Oh shit!
And then I shave it down on the weekends with a razor, just a single blade, straight razor. Go to the barber shop, say, cut me down, boys. Just kidding, I do it in the shower. Anyway, I've been doing it on like Saturday mornings.
Yeah.
So my dick is still very clean. It only gets to a point where it like when I first did it, it was out of control. Like when I was home, I shaved my dick and it was just a jungle. But now it's clean cut. It always looks good. It's never at a level. Sometimes it gets a little pokey, like the hairs, but it's not. My dick's not at a level where my dick. It's been a good dick week, couple of weeks now, honestly, and I'm never not gonna shave my balls with a razor. It's just it feels natural. It feels right. And if I'm ever in a situation where my dick has to come out, who knows why? I'm at the bank.
Yeah. Who knows?
McDonald's, whatever, wherever you may be, the DMV. At your grandma's house. What happens? I don't know.
Court.
Exactly. It's used against you in court. Yeah, there was a guy who actually had to whip his dick out once to prove something.
There's a perfect outline of his dick left here.
Girl. But
oh my god.
Yeah, I keep my dick. I keep my dick clean. That's the update. Dick be clean.
Dick be clean.
What were you talking about? I feel like we were on something before.
Don't remember. We were. I just don't remember what it was.
That's the way it goes.
Shit, guys. Remind us right now. Text us.
Text in at 312. What if we did set up? We should set up a... Dude, you know how we have this gay-ass email?
We would need to get a phone number, though.
No, it's super easy. You can do it for free. So there's you know how we have this gay-ass email that we have people write into? Sadboycrying@hotmail.com at gmail.com.
Do we have any emails this week?
No, we don't, because people don't want to write into sadboycrying@hotmail.com.
What the fuck, guys? Be our friends.
Yeah, just fucking write into sadboycrying@hotmail.com.
The audio's going to sound shitty on that, but like keep it. I think it adds to the comedy.
Sadboycrying@hotmail.com at gmail.com. I tried to say it like 7 times, and you talked over it every single time.
It's sadboycrying@hotmail.com at gmail.com.
The first at is not the at symbol. Maybe that's why people don't do it. It's too tough.
Yeah, it's not.
What if we said...
I like how the night we made it up, we were like, this is hilarious. And ever since then, when we've had to say it, we were like, this is fucking stupid.
Fucking the dumbest, stupid fucking... I get the joke, but it's...
That's like every decision we've made.
Yeah.
For this show. Like, after a week, we're like, fuck.
We're like... It's funny in the moment.
Every unreversible decision we make.
It's funny.
Like, shit.
It's funny in the moment.
Yeah. And then the next day we're like, why did we do that?
It's way worth it. I don't even give a shit. But we should set up, what I'm saying is we should set up like a Google voicemail box, and we can have people literally call in and leave messages, because that'll be easier. They just call that number.
Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I think we're being really funny right now. I think we're doing a really good job.
A little inside baseball, guys.
Yeah, guys.
Tommy might have been blown.
Why do you keep saying inside baseball?
Because I know it bothers you. Inside baseball.
You said it like twice in the same sentence, and me and Cam were like, what the fuck?
Dude, that's just what you say when you're
Or was that
the
last
industry.
podcast?
No, it wasn't. It was like 2
Or was it a while ago?
Yeah. It's what you say when you're in the industry, Tommy. Don't fucking shit on
a little inside baseball.
People don't understand how this works. It's really complex, and I don't think
Just the fact that you keep saying a little inside baseball.
Well, inside baseball here. Tommy blew fat clouds of how you say. Actually, dude, that's dangerous. You should stop vaping those THC fucking.
I know. After I'm done with this one, I'm gonna not get any more.
Yeah, you say that, but you have a problem.
I do have a problem, but I'm gonna quit, so it's fine.
Tommy became fucking Tommy Chong real quick. I'm not gonna lie. It's been
But I'm gonna quit. It's fine.
ever since the summer. Our little baby boy here is.
Yeah,
dude, turn to
I was
alcoholism
I was like, man,
everyone else.
like this is, like this really is has a nice calming effect on me, and that's just taking it too far.
I have the complete opposite. I need to get into.
It chills me out.
I need to get back into smoking weed because I got all these rolling papers, and I want to use them. I don't want them to just sit here. But
I think if I turned into like once a weekend guy, I'd be fine.
once a weekend, that'd be fine. I wouldn't judge you. I don't really judge
But-
smoking weed that much, except if it becomes your personality. Then it's kind of sad.
Yeah, no, and it isn't. But like, yeah, I think like once a weekend, I would be safe.
Dude, shout out
But the hard part, I have to just cut it all off before I can do that.
JOB hooking me up with these single width cigarette papers. They're the real ones. They sent a lot of them to the office. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. And I only took
Nice.
the 3 of the packs, so they sent like 3 giant packs, like thousands of them. But I only took 3 single packs because I'm not greedy. So yeah, anyway, Tommy has a
bro.
weed problem. I think we should.
It's
solve
fine.
It.
Next week, check in next week. Check in next week.
Let's-
guys, before you overreact, check in where I'm at next week.
How does Tommy solve his weed addiction? Let us know at
I'm gonna be like, I
sadboycrying.
dropped out of school.
Yeah, let us know at sadboycrying@hotmail.com and gmail.com.
Yeah, guys, but it's fine. I'm fine. I'm not going through anything, even though I am.
Yeah, what's
It's
going on?
fine.
No, let's be honest with them. Let's be honest with the FPPs. What's going on,
Dude,
baby?
everyone's depressed. It's fine.
But like you were talking to,
There's not a goddamn person on this earth that isn't depressed.
yeah, I mean it's
Fucking
normal.
changed my mind.
Depression is a thing, right? Like where people, it's like a feeling, right? You don't have to be clinically depressed to be depressed. Like you can be depressed about a certain matter. Like, oh man, the politics nowadays really make me depressed. The Jets being gay, that makes me really depressed.
Yeah, dude, the Jets are so gay.
But like you were talking to me earlier about your feelings lately, and
What
I
did
think
I
it-
say? I don't remember.
I think it
That's a problem. That sounds way worse than it is, guys.
yeah.
I'm
See,
sorry.
you have a weed problem, fucking weed head over here, dude.
I just genuinely don't remember the exact wording.
Rastafari and Tommy. Dude, do a Jamaican accent.
Check in next week. I'll be fine.
No, do a Jamaican accent. I want to see your impression for the rest of the episode. You have to be Jamaican.
All I can think about, no, not the rest of the episode,
Hell
but
yeah,
all
dude.
I can think about for Jamaican accents is the cinnamon from Applejack.
Oh yeah, dude, that's the perfect way to start. Go for that.
And he's like, I don't know.
Give me
I don't
your
know
best.
his catchphrase though.
Here I come, I am cinnamon.
Is that what? Here I come, I am cinnamon.
All right, perfect. Now that you
Right?
have the inspiration, hit me with some knowledge
Yeah.
in a Jamaican accent.
No, I'm not gonna do that, dude. What was I? I was saying something, and now I completely forget.
You were talking. This is why you have to stop smoking weed. So before the episode, we were talking for a couple minutes, right? And you're like, I don't know if I'm depressed, and I was like, what does that mean?
No, I was like,
How do you-
I don't know if I'm. No, I said, I don't know if I'm really depressed. And then
What
you
does
were
that even
like,
mean?
Oh, well, you know. And then I was like, no, I don't mean like I'm not sure if I'm really depressed or really not depressed. I mean like I'm not sure if I'm depressed or like really depressed. But like I'm fine.
You're gonna have to extrapolate on that. Open up to the FBBs. Maybe
Dude,
they
this
know.
is a weird thing that I don't want to do.
No, you definitely want to open up,
I definitely don't want to.
dude. Be vulnerable. Let them.
Nah.
This is what they come here for. This juice.
No, it's not.
We've been sharing our lives for the past year. Happy anniversary, guys! This is the anniversary episode.
There were a few weeks ago, there was one thing. I got a text from someone who watches or listens to the show.
Yeah.
And it was when we were talking about medicine last time, and they were like, "Oh shit, you take like this much? That's kind of a lot." And then they like went on to say a couple other things. Did I read that anyway? Because she was like, "Oh, this is my submission for this week."
Oh
It's
yeah,
just
we
this
did.
text.
We read that on the.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
I
I
was like,
remember that.
man, I like that was a pretty personal thing to say, and now I feel like it's getting too personal.
No, man. Why? No one cares. Be a vulnerable.
you know, it's not.
I'll say I've showed my balls for this episode. I have literally whipped my balls
you won't
out.
tweet that picture of your balls right now.
If I send it to you and you put googly eyes on it, will you? I mean, I'll let you do it. I can't be the one that puts my balls out on the internet because I might get fired if I intentionally.
Okay, but what if I put it
on
on a Twitter account that we mutually own?
Yeah. No.
Okay, because I'm not putting it on my own.
It has to be your personal account.
No,
it has to be your personal account because if it gets out on, if it gets out, if you retweet it on our mutually owned Twitter account, that's fine. Because if my boss saw that, he'd be fine with it. But
I'm not posting that on my Twitter.
I can't.
I'm gonna make a burner account, and it's just gonna be called Eddie's Balls.
Dude, do that. You can make an Eddie's Balls Twitter account. Check out. You have to search it on Twitter. We're not gonna promote it at all.
Dude, if I do, I'll tweet that picture. It'll be the profile picture. But then that account, I'm just gonna tweet like I'm your balls.
Every week, do a new rendition of my balls. You guys have to look for that on your own. We're not gonna promote it. This is probably the last time we'll ever talk about it. This will be a little inside joke.
Inside baseball.
I'm not going to say baseball.
It's inside EPS.
If you want to be a real FPB, you'll find Eddie's Balls account and you'll follow it. And you'll get to see my sack.
We need to do this and just not follow it or anything.
I'll get you an updated version of my balls. I'll get a better picture where they're just hanging, like right below the shaft.
I'm saying we need to just not like associate it with any of our accounts, like don't follow it or anything, and just see if someone finds it.
Oh yeah. And then people, if you find it, retweet it right away.
Yeah,
definitely have it out there. I will have to get you a better picture,
and then send it to Eddie's boss.
Oh yeah, yeah. Send it specifically to their email. Let me let me just tell you, it's at. No, I'm not going to tell you.
Text me if you find it, and I'll send you their email for you to send it to.
You don't know their email. You're lying. You don't even know where I work. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm in the industry. I'm not really. I'm really not.
Dude, but you're like, in. But you know how I was talking about my roommate gets to work with Gritty. Did I say that on the show?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
What?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Dude, you know Gritty?
Gritty, like the...
Gritty.
The mascot?
The mascot, Gritty?
Yeah.
So my roommate got an internship with the Flyers.
In Philadelphia?
Yeah. So he's there now, and he said he got an internship with the Flyers, blah, blah, blah. We were talking about it for a couple minutes. I was like, dude, do you get to work with Gritty? And he was like, oh, yeah, because he's like a video production intern.
Oh, yeah.
So he was like, he texted me this morning, and he goes, guess who gets to film Gritty today? And I was like,
wait.
You better put on...
Before you tell us the answer, was it him? Oh,
yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
And then I texted him, and I was like, yo, you better put the costume on. Like, you better do what you have to do to put the Gritty costume on.
Do whatever you can. Did he?
No, he did not put the Gritty costume on, but he got a picture with him. I can confirm that there will be a... Oh, he tried to FaceTime me 10 minutes ago. I missed it.
He probably did. He probably got it on, and that's why he wanted to FaceTime. Unless he just wanted to...
I will be so sad.
I used to, maybe he just wanted to have a chat. I used to call you all the time.
Should I call him?
Just kind of 40-minute chats or whatever.
Should I call him?
Yeah, but you have to tell him that we're on the air.
Yeah, I will.
Or
okay. Let's see
record the audio.
Yeah.
This is great. This is great for podcasting. This is wonderful radio.
Dude. I think it's good. Dude, he's going to be a guest on the show.
Featuring Gritty?
Featuring Gritty.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Is Gritty gay? We'll ask him. He's the expert.
I don't want to spoil anything, but he answered. He answered.
What's up?
We're recording a podcast right now. Yeah, I just saw that you called, but it was funny because I was talking about how you got to work with Gritty.
Ask him if he's gay.
Yes, I did get to work with Gritty.
Eddie wants to know if Gritty is gay.
Is he pro LGBTQIA+?
No, Gritty's is okay. The character?
Yeah.
Okay, I cannot confirm nor deny the character. The guy who plays Gritty is not gay.
Oh, okay.
That's
But the character it's still open for debate.
No one considers the guy inside the mask. No one cares about what's inside the mask.
The guy who plays Gritty, he gave me his phone number
You have Gritty's
Oh,
phone
dude,
number.
that's sick as fuck.
Dude, you have to put the costume on.
I mean, I don't think I'm at that point yet.
Dude, I know, but like at some point you have to put the
We
costume
need an
on.
in. Tell him.
Yeah, at some point.
Yeah, we need an in to Gritty. Anyway, but yeah, I was just talking about how you got to film Gritty's birthday party today.
Yeah, it comes out September 24th.
Dude,
Guys,
you
get ready for Gritty's
breaking
birthday
news.
mix to drop.
EPS exclusive. EPS
Yeah,
birthday
EPS
video.
exclusive. This is
Gritty
breaking
the
news.
flyer mascot.
Gritty's birthday.
Check it out.
Video
Where's it going to be?
will
Is it
come
going to be on
out.
Twitter, Instagram? Where?
Yeah, is it going to be on Twitter, on Instagram? Where's it going to be at?
Instagram. On his Instagram for sure. I don't know about Twitter.
Dude, hell yeah, dude.
All right.
But yeah, so that's what I was making.
Damn, that's crazy. All right. Well,
Yeah, dude.
I'll call you back for more details later, but
Okay, boy.
just wanted to let you know I was thinking about you.
Sexually.
Have fun with your podcast.
Dude, thanks, man. All right, kiss. Mwah. There he goes.
Yeah, dude, we used to have calls like that all the time where we just give each other little chats, talk about football and
Yeah,
stuff.
dude.
We stopped doing that.
Yeah. Well, we have the podcast.
We had the podcast back then too.
Oh man, dude, this podcast's so old.
Yeah,
You're
this
right.
podcast, is it driving us apart? Probably. This is the only time I ever talked to
Probably.
my friend Tommy. It makes me sad.
All right.
It makes me real sad.
Let's make a standing appointment every week for a certain time and like
What
you know,
days, though?
day.
What day,
What?
though?
I don't know, like a Sunday afternoon.
Sunday. I'm usually watching football and hanging out with a lady.
Oh shit! I get it, you're ladies.
No, it's not that she's more important than you, because obviously she's not. It's more of like the
Damn.
the football aspect. That'll get in the way.
But the Browns are the only game that matters.
Yeah, but like I still watch the Bears game, whatever other games going on. I think I really am gonna start. So I'm Chicago is about to legalize sports betting like fully.
Yeah.
Well, it's illegal in the U.S. now, right? Sports betting
It's legal.
on the federal level.
I thought it was just in. Well, it was, but like, I don't know. It was really weird. There was still something to
Yeah,
it.
because some states are still like, but it's
Yeah.
gonna be legal here. I know for sure it's either now completely legal in Chicago or Illinois, or it's about to be in January. So I think I want
Damn.
to start fucking sports betting so bad.
Dude, what if you lose a ton of money?
That's the thing. I want to make money, but everyone knows you're probably
You're
not
not
going to
gonna
make
make any
money
money.
betting. But I feel like I watch football so well, as proved by last year's fantasy football competition, which will not, I guess, be repeated this
Dude,
year.
why do you have 3 quarterbacks on your fantasy team?
Because you never know. I need one's for leverage. Like I'm gonna use one for
Yeah, I figured you wanted to trade one.
yeah. I'm definitely gonna trade one. I haven't decided which one yet. Might be Baker. I'm not gonna.
And
lie.
then you have to have a backup. I know.
might be Baker.
But yeah, dude, I don't know why you started him last week. Sorry, we cut into the fantasy.
Fantasy, dude, everyone's favorite part of the podcast, fantasy talk. Let me tell you why. Because I didn't look at who Jimmy G was playing, and I should have started Jimmy G. So I'll keep that in mind going into the future. But
Dude, can I tell you
go
something?
ahead.
I watched the Patriots-Dolphins game.
That was
on Sunday
sad. It's so
afternoon.
sad watching the Dolphins. They're such a sad team.
The Dolphins are so
They're so
trash.
bad.
That's exactly what I was
if
gonna
anyone's
say.
actually,
The Dolphins are so fucking
I mean,
bad.
the broadcasters can't even call them gay because it's just like, it's just sad.
That would be an insult to like,
gay people.
Yeah, no, yeah, but like they'd be like, "Yo, gay people, the Dolphins are trash," and the Dolphins
Yeah.
are gay.
Well, if you had to pick one team to be like the gay, what's the word I'm looking for? Like they're the team that like all the gays would support, you know, just based off of not even off of sports or players or anything, just based off of colors.
Right.
It would probably be the Dolphins, right?
Based off of colors, but if it's like based off a city, it would be. Would it be San Francisco?
Oh yeah, that's like gay mecca.
Is
That's
that-
like the
is that-
OG gay place.
I was gonna say, is that a like? Am I allowed to say that? I don't know. It's. Dude, you're frozen.
I think
so
it's
I can't hear you
pretty well known that
criticizing
San
me.
Francisco's has a very strong gay community.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So it's like that.
Yeah, it's like that. Speaking of gay people, God,
Yes.
this is a very gay heavy podcast. You guys know what we're talking about. So there's a song. I don't know if I can say it anymore. I'll get canceled. Back in the day, we'd be able to say this word, but
Oh my God, dude! Why are you talking about?
because it
this?
was something that we listened to in our childhood, and it brought us together as friends.
But why are you talking about this right here on the show?
Because I found new information out. about our favorite song.
I was asking.
So there's a song that we used to listen to called God Hates Insert Whatever You Think It Is Here. Let us know, satboycrying at hotmail.com and gmail.com.
Don't let us know.
It's a very well produced video by an evangelical person named Donnie Davies.
Okay. I feel like we need to defend ourselves here.
Why? We weren't watching it in malice.
Because we were doing
it wasn't.
Yeah, we weren't watching it in agreement with it.
No, we watched it because it was hilarious.
It's because it was hilarious that somebody took the time to make a full ass music video.
Let me play it.
No, do not play it. We're gonna get fucking sued by that guy.
For what?
I don't know. Copyright?
Should we put it? This will be the song at the end of the episode.
Dude, we still have to read this whole thing.
I know, dude. We got plenty of time. Don't even worry about it. We're only about half an hour in. You ready?
You found it?
Yeah. Picture me, but like 30 years older with a thicker mustache and a little fatter. Temptation to your salvation. Plain as day. With a man you shall not lay. Fill me with your love. Help me run above. Help me rise above.
Oh shit, I didn't realize what I was singing along to.
It's nothing but a choice. Oh.
Dude, you're gonna have to bleep that.
Nah.
Bleep it!
All right, so that's just a little taste of the song. It's not a very loving song, I would say, towards the gay community. Do I agree with it on a moral basis? No. On a tune basis, it's pretty catchy. I can't lie.
Dude, I can't it's so catchy that I just started singing along with it.
Yeah.
Because like subconsciously.
Yeah, no. Every time that song comes on, you have to be like,
As soon as I started singing, I was like, "What am I doing?"
your salvation.
I want to associate myself with this.
The Bible says.
This episode is really bad for me.
Yeah, dude, it's not great for our character, but we're building character. This is great for.
Come back next week. I'm gonna be really have my life put together.
We love the gay community, dude. I love the gays.
I swear to God, 1 week from right now,
We'll have next week.
Check in.
Next week we'll make it up to the gays. I don't know how, but we will. We'll think on it. Okay, we'll make it up.
next week we're gonna be the purest humans there are. 'Cause this is
We're probably not. But
dude, this is a bad week for me. I need to make up for it.
maybe pray to God. You know who God hates. Anyway, that song is. We found that when we were like 12, right?
Yeah, we were super young.
Super young. I don't even know how we found it. I think it was just like one of those YouTube.
Dude, when you have your first iPod
Yeah,
Touch.
something like that. It was like a clickbait hole, and then we found it. And we're like, what is this? And then we played it on like the TV.
Yeah, we were probably watching some other like fucking
Meme.
dark
Yeah.
shit.
And then that popped up. And
And we were like, what is this?
ever since then, it kind of became like, this is the thing with Cam too, if he ever comes back on the podcast. And that was a dig at him because he hasn't bought a fucking mic yet, that cunt.
Yeah, guys, tweet at Cam to fucking
Get your shit together.
I don't know. Yeah.
And also tweet at the Jets like, are you gay?
Yeah. Hey Jets, are you
So
gay?
we found that song, and we've just been singing it for years now, like over a decade.
Yeah.
And well, maybe a little less than a decade, about a decade,
Close to a
to a
decade.
decade. And never in support. But we've never thought about at the very beginning of that video. It gives a website. I've never thought about looking it up until recently, and I looked it up. And the guy who made the song, his name's Donnie Davies, and he's a
Donnie.
Yeah, and I was like, is this? I still don't know if it's a fictional character or not, because I was like, no one in their right mind. I think it's a character that's supposed to be like the stereotypical like Westboro Baptist Church member, because they call everyone that word. They I don't want to. I really want to say it, but like not in like just.
So
as
is it like a parody thing?
I think it might be a parody thing, which ruins it for me because I thought, yeah, no, it's not as funny if it's not just like how that guy feels. You know what I mean? Because that's like that would be pure hate.
I think it's funnier if it's a parody thing.
Dude, fuck my connection.
Yeah,
bro.
I think it's funnier if it's a parody thing.
No. How?
I don't know, man. I just like. I respect it. It's a good joke. We've been laughing at it for a while.
Yeah, but like knowing that it's supposed to be dude, our phones are blowing up. Have you looked through any of these messages
Still?
yet? Yeah. Well, not. I think they've finally.
Yeah, no,
stopped.
it's like from a half
I have
hour
like
ago.
40
Yeah, there's like
messages
50 messages
from a segment we're doing later.
40?
Apparently, it wasn't planned, but now it is.
It's gonna be the rest of this.
It's probably gonna be the rest of this episode. But holy shit, yeah. So that's a joke, I guess. I looked it up, but he has a whole website where he has like a blog, Davey's blog, where he talks about. He has a response video where it's just this fat guy talking about how So I still can't tell. And he went to South by Southwest and sang that song, and there's so much to it that I don't know. I can't tell.
Damn.
I need to do more research, and I just don't have the time. I don't have the time to figure out if it's a joke or not. Is Donnie Davies a real guy? I don't know. And was it a response to 9/11? I think so. I think the Taliban forced us to make that song. Not us, them, him. It forced him. We're not in support of the song.
We did not,
We did
make that
song. Speaking of people getting canceled, have you been paying attention to the whole Shane Gillis thing going on?
No.
Dude, it's fucking wild. So
who's
Shane Gillis is a comedian. I actually really like him. He has a podcast that's super funny. It's called Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. You should go check it out. Really funny guy.
But he's canceled.
He's canceled, but not for a good reason.
Canceled.
Here's what's going on. I think jokes are dead, and it's sad. And I'm not the only one saying this because it's. This is not an original thought. This is just kind of like this is what's going on. So he's a comedian out of Philly, but I think he's considered to be a New York comic. I think right now he's like based in New York, and he's one of the newer guys. He's on the SiriusXM show, the Bonfire with Big J Okerson and Dan Soder, two really funny guys. I love their show. He's on Legion of Skanks, another really funny podcast, and he's a stand-up comic. His comedy's really funny, and I've been following him for a minute now, and it came out recently that he was selected. He auditioned for Saturday Night Live and actually got picked to be a cast member, and when they announced that, everyone instantly went back into everyone's history to see, probably specifically his, because he was the only white man that was cast, and they researched into him, and pretty quickly they found a video of him calling Chinese people chinks, which sounds on base bad, right? That sounds like a cancelable offense, but here's the thing. If you're a comedian,
I have no idea what you're saying.
And you're on a podcast where you're being recorded. I'm not even like, this isn't my words. Ari Shaffir said this. He's another comedian that said this. If you're a comedian that's being recorded and you're being recorded, because obviously you don't just talk into a mic for no reason, and you're a comedian and you say something like that, you're obviously joking. You know what I mean?
Right.
So anything he's said, it's not that like it's not wrong. Obviously, it's wrong to call someone a chink, but he's not saying it in actual like he's not seeking people out and being like, you freaking chinks. It's more of like a I don't know. I don't know how to defend it because it's so hard to try and be like. It was in the form of comedy, not in the form of malice. You know what I mean? So he got hired and fired within 48 hours. So they were like, we're bringing him on. And that video like came out 5 minutes later from a guy who makes bird poetry or some shit. And then they fired him real quick. People are in an uproar. We live in a time where like, even if you wanted to be a comedian or just like, because I have a dream, right? I want to be a host on something someday, like a talk show or this podcast or whatever. Right. But it kind of makes me scared. I don't know if it makes you scared at all. Like, what if we say something and that just ruins our career? His career is not going to be ruined because he's already doing well. You know, he was already on his way up. He has connections and he's a really funny guy. He's going to be all right. But
yeah, I'm banking on nobody ever finding this.
Yeah, no, hopefully. But like in the future, if let's say I get a job within the industry that I want to be in, like podcasting or radio, and then someone finds this and they, tweet out a picture of my balls or something. Like, do you think? Like, I would get canceled, and I'm not even like started yet, so it's worrying. Like I feel like we kind of have overcorrected on wrongdoings on the internet,
We should just delete the show.
No, I don't want to delete the show.
Freaking me
I don't
out.
want to delete the show. If anything, it all falls back on me. I'm the one that always says shit. Don't even worry about it, bro.
Oh shit! All right.
You good, bro? You good?
Yeah.
You seem out of it.
Yeah.
You
What?
just
No, I'm
you don't
good.
seem to be with it.
Oh no, I was just playing
Oh,
with
okay,
this.
I see. Mind's wandering.
It's a little Velcro
I
strip.
see. Tommy needs little toys to keep him busy.
Yeah, guys. Come on.
Yeah, comedy's dead though. I don't know if you can still. It's a real bummer. Because at the same time, I don't want to be like the whole movement that people who are like, there's wrongdoings, like you said one bad thing once, you're canceled, and like the whole Me Too movement, which at the beginning was super important, right? Because you were hearing these stories that were just radical and like,
That was
holy
so
shit.
funny.
What? The Me Too movement?
That was so funny what just
The
happened.
Me Too movement.
No.
The Me Too movement was funny, Tommy? Wow.
You completely just cut out. You cut back in for half a second, and all I heard was, and then it cut out again. It sounded like you were finally going to say something, and then it cut out again.
What
were you saying?
Yeah, what I was saying was like the whole, Me Too movement and all these internet political or activism things, that people go on, their tirades, canceling people. It's easy to, I feel like, side with that and be like, yeah, they're doing the right thing because these people are bad people. They said bad things. They shouldn't be able to do stuff. But I feel like no one ever really looks into it as much as they just see a tweet that says, Shane Gillis calls Chinese people chinks. But they never look at, and they see the video, but they never go and listen to the podcast. Or like I'm starting to, whenever something breaks, before I just assume, I'm starting to try and like go back and like get my own opinion. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I want to. I'm not saying they're wrong. I just want to know the whole story before, because it happened with Jussie Smollett, right? When he.
Oh, well, yeah, that happened. Did you hear about the Aziz Ansari thing a couple years ago?
Yeah, the Aziz Ansari is a perfect example. That was just
Yeah.
a bad date. Like he didn't rape
Yeah.
anyone,
No.
but
and
it gave
and
him a
like
bad
so
press.
I bring that up to say I agree that yes, sometimes things are taken out of context and everything, but the general overall, like, can you hear that music in the background?
No, it's good.
Okay. But the general like I agree that shit. I'm completely fumbling my
Yeah,
sentence.
it's because you're fucking.
I agree
fried.
that like yeah, sometimes like it's more than what it looks like, but like in general, I think the fact that people are like getting in trouble for saying offensive things like is a good thing.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
But
Like
not, like-
it seems like
yeah.
it seems like a good thing, right? Like my trigger reaction is fuck that guy. But the more you look into it, you're like, because I had like a very happy feeling when I heard this guy who isn't even he's not blowing up in the comedy scene, but he's on his rise. He's really good, and I like him a lot.
Yeah.
And I like the stuff he puts out. I think it's genuinely funny. I think he's genuinely funny. And then he gets canceled, and you're like, am I a bad person for supporting him?
Wait.
And then you kind of look into it, and you're like,
I
no,
feel
this
like-
is all like, it's kind of bullshit the way that it got dealt with.
Hold on, now I need to do research. I heard about somebody getting cast on SNL that everybody was mad
Yeah,
about.
Shane Gillis.
But there was a video with it that was like him saying.
Yeah,
some
he
shit,
says,
and
I
it
can
wasn't-
show you his, I shouted out his podcast earlier. If you listen to that show, yes, they say stuff like that, but it's never in the form of like being actual. He's not an actual racist. Like there's a difference between saying something.
Yeah, but this was different. I need to find it.
All right.
I'm probably not going to be able to find it, but
I don't know if we're talking
just
about the
so-
same thing.
I'm gonna be
I don't know.
actively
Googling?
No. It was on Twitter. I'm just gonna go through my likes.
You liked it?
And if that doesn't work, I'll look
You're
up his
part of the
name.
problem? Just look up Shane Gillis. He's
Dude, I'm just gonna go through my
Jesus
tweets.
Christ.
It's a lot of brown stuff right now.
a white big boy who's Catholic from the Midwest. You can relate to him a lot. That's all I'm saying, Tommy.
Dude, all I'm saying is I am a white kid from the Midwest. Man, Twitter's a funny place. Let me tell you guys. I'm trying to find this shit.
That's like small talk at the barbershop. I went to the barbershop the other
What?
day and I got my hair cut. The dude just fucked it up. I'm going to be wearing hats for the next week and a
Really?
half. I showed him a picture and I was like, hey, can I get this done? And he said, yeah, but like, I don't know if that would look good on you. And then he's like, he was like,
Damn.
let me just help you out. And then
Let me zhuzh it up.
here, I'll show you what he did. Hold on. You ready for this?
Dude, I'm so excited. It's not like,
It's terrible.
It from straight on, it didn't look bad, but as soon as you turned your head a little,
He shaved the sides of my head all the way up almost until the like crest of my head.
Yeah, way too high.
Way too high. And when I was done with it, I was like, you think this is better? You think this is a better look for me? Are you trying to
Yeah, what do you?
you
trying
think I
to
don't
say,
slay out there,
Jack?
dude? You don't think I suck pussy all the time, dude? You trying to get me to stop sucking pussy right now, bro? And so I slapboxed him and I won.
Dude, I got some funny tweets liked. I'll send you them later.
Thanks, Tommy. Thanks. You find what you're looking for yet, or should we just move on?
Nah, what's his name? I'll just search it.
Shane Gillis.
Shane. Why is it not typing?
Dude, my charger's fucking.
Fuck. Shane. How do you spell Gillis? G-I. Oh, yeah, there it is. Shane Gillis.
I need to get a new charger, dude. This thing's fucked. Let's direct a little. You find it? You find it? You got it?
Was it this guy? I'm trying to find.
You got it?
No, I don't know. I don't want to wait for it that hard. Like, this is a bunch of stuff. Like, when I was looking through my tweets, that was fucking hilarious because they were like tweets. But now I'm just
No,
kinda
it is
like,
sad. Yeah. Okay, so let's just move on. Don't even worry about it. Just know comedy's dead and nothing can be funny anymore. Have you ever seen like a clean comedy club or anything like that?
I know what you're talking about.
It's the least funny, like a safe place in comedy. It's not funny. The whole point of comedy is you take something that's bad, you take the things in life that make us feel bad and make no sense and the hate and stuff, and then you turn it into a joke and then you laugh at it. And that's why it's so good. And that's why I like it. Because we take the bad things and not make them good.
Dude, no,
we
there's
just take the
some-
bad things and
there's
laugh
some-
at it.
There's some good, like, just clean comedy.
But it's really, I mean, I feel like the majority of jokes are made in like a dark turn. You know what I mean? Even clean comedy,
I don't
saying
know
like
about
no
majority,
swearing
a
or
lot of
anything.
them.
Clean comedy,
A good chunk.
clean comedy in like no swearing and that stuff. Yeah, it's not all butterflies, and so it can still be like, I'm depressed. That's funny. But like I don't know, it's just all blown out of proportion. I think we need to take a step back as a community, as FPBs. We should just like, I'm not saying if you disagree with if you're a Shane Gillis hater, by all means be a Shane Gillis hater. It's it's your opinion, and then that's perfect. We love that. We're a I almost said capitalistic society. But that's not what I'm saying. We're a free society here on the Extraordinary Podcast Spectacular. We want you to think freely. But
Yeah, FPBs.
but like, just from now on, I feel like we should all, as a community of FPBs, whenever something breaks, we should just all look into it and just find out all the facts before we make any assumptions. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Dude. All right, back on to shit and farts and stuff. We never did our White Claw rank.
What?
We never did our
White Claw
ranking.
rank. Dude, we need to go into this text
Hell yeah,
chain
brother.
though.
Do you want to do that?
Because we're at like an hour already, aren't we? Dude, we're at
Yeah. Do you want to push
52 minutes, and this is gonna take at least a half hour.
You want to push the White Claw for next week?
Yeah, dude.
All right.
This is gonna take at least a half.
You guys
hour.
heard. I know you guys have been on the fucking tip of your seat thinking about White Claw for. I know we said it.
Waiting for this White Claw.
We said it
rank.
like 2 or 3 weeks ago that we're gonna be ranking these White Claws. I've had every single White Claw
You know,
since.
dude, everybody's been asking about it.
They're
I've
like,
gotten
Eddie, where the
exactly 0 texts and emails.
Where's the fucking White Claw episode? I need to know the
If
rankings.
you guys
I need
really
to know where
care
to
about
start.
it, text us.
No, we will
If you
get to
guys
it.
really
We'll
care
get
about
to it. I promise you.
Text us.
We will get to the White
If you
Claws.
don't really care about it, I'll get the message loud and clear.
2 weeks ago, we just didn't even have an episode. Last week, we didn't get to the White Claws at all. Tommy wasn't even like really in the episode. This week, we're skipping it again.
That was so
You know
long
why
ago.
though? For something more important. We got to help someone out. Right now, we're doing relationship advice. Okay, we're gonna be.
We have
fixing
not
some.
read all of this.
We are going to be.
I want to point out.
We're going to be fixing somebody's relationship. We're going to be giving advice. We are too.
We receive. I don't think it's relationship advice. I think it's just a
No,
story.
we're going to give advice anyway because we are too.
I know, but I'm pretty sure it's just a story.
We are too.
We received half of this story in the middle of recording this show.
This is true. We are two love gurus.
So we have not read this.
We're love gurus, and if you need relationship advice, please tell us your story, and we can tell you exactly what to do. Send to the sadboycrying@hotmail.com, @gmail.com, or listen next week when we might have a new option for you guys to either text or call in. That was the fucking weirdest.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
All right, so let's set up this thing. How do you want to do this, Tommy? Should we just go right into it?
You should read it because I'm inebriated.
All right. So, someone sent us a very long text, like a novel's worth of...
Well, somebody texted us earlier and said...
that part doesn't really matter.
Are you guys still taking bizarre Tinder story submissions? Because I have a whole saga that's been going on since December. This is about half hour before we started recording.
Yeah, we did not know we were going to be talking
So I
about
said,
this
if you tell us right now, it'll be on this week.
So you
And then
expecting like to have
She
like
goes,
one or two
it's so
texts?
much to type.
Yeah.
And yeah, I thought like 3 texts in, I was like, okay, she must be done. Like that was a lot to text, but
Holy
she
shit.
must be done.
She must be on
And
a
there's
laptop.
there's at least like 40 texts here. And most of them are pretty long.
Yeah, each one, like if you saw a guy on the train just looking at his phone and you saw all these texts, you'd be like, that guy's in trouble.
Yeah. She'd be like, that guy's in trouble.
Okay. Let's just get right into it. We can make comments as we go.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
figure
yeah.
it out as we go, okay?
I'd like to already make a comment on the name choices because she chose not to use real names.
Mm-hmm.
And she chose Chad and Brad, which I just think is hilarious.
I mean, they're great names. I don't know why you're saying that, dude. I know a couple Chads and Brads, dude.
Dude, I know
like
a Chad
brothers
and
to
a
me.
Brad, I think.
They're like brothers to me, dude. I can't believe you said that.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Fuck, my Brad.
So it starts out like this.
I said my Brad.
It starts out like this. So last December, I went on 3 Tinder dates with this guy. We can call him Brad. And it went super well at first, and I was pretty into him. And then he told me he was in an open relationship. Hell yeah, dude. And that says that in the text. And then told me
It does not say hell yeah.
Told me it was a joke and that didn't exactly go over well and made the third date pretty awkward. I can understand that. If someone was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I'm in an open relationship."
I'm in an open relationship, and you're like, that's fucking weird. And they're like, I'm just kidding.
What's funny is she didn't even say that. She didn't say that it was like a deal breaker. She was just like,
Yeah.
"Oh, they still went on a third date." And then on the third date, he decided, after getting over that, which would have given him the green light to like sleep with other people if he wanted to, if that was his end game, he would have been able to. But he just decided at that point to say it was a joke, which weird move, dude. I don't know what you were thinking on that part. So I'm on her side so far. We'll see. Where was I? So from there, we just mutually separated and moved on with our lives, and I thought I would never see him again. Okay. After break, she's a student.
Winter break.
Yeah, we come back and I meet a guy in my major. We'll call him Chad. Enter Chad. We were talking about him earlier. He's like a brother to me.
Enter Chad.
He and I start hanging out a lot, hooking up. I go to his frat date parties, and we went to New York for his formal and everything. I don't know what that means. Why would they have to go to New York?
I think it's frat stuff.
The fuck?
Sometimes you go to other schools, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, that seems excessive. At the end of the semester, it kind of feels like we might start dating instead of just having a thing or whatever. Oh, God, I love the juice.
Dude.
But I'm leaving the country for the summer. So I tell him, I can't date you. I'm not starting a relationship like that from across the world. Holy shit.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I forget what you said, but you said it, and I was like, "Oh, we must be getting close to the end."
Yeah, no.
And then I was like, "This
Nope.
is the second text
Nope.
out of 40."
There's so much more. Hey, buckle in, because this is going to be a while, guys.
We must be getting close to the end. No.
There's so much we got to get to, guys. Okay, so after proactively dumping this guy, a few weeks later, I go with my friends to a party at his frat because I'm like, we're friends now. That's obviously... Okay, listen. I got to go at our friend here. You never... guys might not seem emotional after stuff like that, but they're heartbroken. Like, they don't take it well. It's not you can't be friends after dating someone. It's just impossible. It just doesn't happen. You know what I mean? So if you ever break up with someone, just avoid them. Just cut all ties. That's what I've done. It makes you feel better. Trust me. Also smoke cigarettes. We're friends now.
I'm just gonna not comment on
We're
that.
friends now. I've seen him in class. If I see him here, it's whatever. I'm playing beer pong or something. I haven't seen Chad at this point. Dude, Chad, hell yeah. And from across the yard, Brad yells my name and waves hi. And I haven't seen him in like 6 months. So I'm just like, what the fuck? And wave back and tell my roommate, oh my God, that's the guy that told me he was in an open relationship. Turns out he wasn't actually in an open relationship. We were talking about it earlier. Yeah, the plot thickens. Brad's standing next to someone I like kind of recognize, but I'm not sure who it is. I don't know if she ever goes into who that person is. Because I've gotten up to this point. But
no, I've gotten a little further.
Okay, because this meeting so far, this party scene that we're in, I don't know if it like ever helps out with the rest of the story. Like it's kind of pointless. But I didn't write it. I'm not gonna shit on her writing skills just yet. Let's see where it goes.
Keep going.
I go to the bar with my roommate to get a drink, and that guy comes up and he's like, "Scout," and hugs me. And reminds me that he's Chad's friend, and I met him like once at a bar 5 months ago. Wait, who is that guy? Brad? Yes? I'm a little busy right now. Fucking people nowadays, am I right?
Anyway,
Hold on, I gotta write down the fucking time.
No, this is a different friend. This is a friend of Chad's.
It's a friend of Chad, so it's not Brad or Chad.
Yes, it's a friend of Chad's.
Oh, okay.
He reminds me that he's Chad's friend, and I met him once at a bar like 5 months ago.
All right. He proceeds to tell me Chad is not handling this whole thing well, and so I promptly leave the frat. Good move on your part. Like the move.
Yeah.
Fast forward to Australia. I guess she went to Australia. I get a text from Brad that he's in Australia too. His good friend is best friends with one of my roommates, so word got around to him. That was a lot. His friend told my friend that my uncle, and we're in different cities, but he's like, if you ever come to Sydney, let me know. And I'm like, LMAO, okay. You dog cunt. That's what they say in Australia. So I just want to throw that in. A few weeks later, he texts me again that he's coming to Brisbane, where I'm at. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll tell you some of my favorite places to go. Eventually, he's like, oh, could I crash with you for a night or two? Seems suspect. This is Brad at this
How
point,
fucking
right?
weird is that?
This is Brad at this point, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the guy that said he was in an open relationship.
Imagine being overseas, though, right? And all you're getting
This
is
guy that you went on like 2 Tinder dates with
you're just
and told you he was in an open relationship,
But-
hits you up and is like, yo, I'm in the same place as you. Let me stay with you.
I'm trying to think from Brad's perspective. He's in a foreign land. He's down under. And all the pussy he's sucking is backwards.
from a land down under?
All the pussy he's sucking is backwards. So he just wants some good American-made, corn-fed
I'm
pussy.
not going to talk about this.
I can see where he's coming at. He's like, I need an American accent around my PP right now, or I'm gonna freak out. Tell me I'm
I have
wrong.
no idea what this. I have no idea.
Tell me
what
I'm
to say
wrong.
to what you're
If you
saying
were in
right
Mexico for like 7 months, and all you're having was beautiful Latino women, wouldn't you get tired of that? And you'd be like, man, I could really use a Midwestern woman.
What the fuck is going on? If you were in Mexico and were just having a lot of sex with a lot of young, beautiful Latino women, wouldn't you just get tired of that shit?
I mean, it's just not what you're used to, is all I'm saying. It's like going to India and eating their food. Your stomach's going to get upset. All right. And yeah, it's super
Anyway.
weird that a Tinder date from 8 months before is like, we haven't talked, but since, what? It's weird since we haven't talked for like 8 months. But can I come stay with you in Australia? That is pretty weird, I guess. But again,
Yeah.
I just explained why I think he did it. But I had stayed in a hostel down there and had a really bad experience, and I knew he didn't know anyone else in Brisbane and was coming alone. So I was like, yeah, whatever. Great move on your part. That's the smartest move
I
you've made so far.
completely disagree. Horrible decision. I can't tell if Eddie's being serious.
Obviously I am. The first night he's there, we're having dinner, and he's like, oh, you know Chad, right? That was my roommate. Oh, fuck. Dude, Chad and Brad.
This is as far as I got. I thought that was the story. I was like, damn, what a crazy story.
Chad,
And then we got like 25 more texts.
Chad and Brad are fucking roommates? And they were roommates? Dude, this is the juiciest fucking story.
But straight up, I got that far. She says, so 50,000 students here, and I managed to pick 2 roommates and not even realize it.
Yeah, that's true.
I got to that point, and I was like, what a crazy story. It's done now.
Oh, but then she says in quotes, I actually found out earlier in the summer, but he brought it up, and I was like, oh, ha ha ha, crazy. All right, now I'm back against her. Why would you didn't even have to say that. I would have believed you if you said out of the 50.
Yeah, I would have believed you too.
So now I'm back on Brad's side.
That's one of those instances where you should have just lied.
You should have just lied. You're
For the
bad.
story.
You're bad. So he ends up staying with me for 3 nights, and it's a fun time. We just hang out with my friends, and it's my birthday and stuff. And my viewpoint is we both lost
Did he
interest in
get you a
December.
birthday gift?
That's important to the story. Did he get you a birthday gift? If he didn't, it means he's not interested. If he did, it means he might be interested. But if he didn't
Yeah.
but told you happy birthday, it means he is thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And if he got
And
you
if
an
he got
Outback
you a
steak
gift-
back,
if he got you like a really thoughtful gift,
I said Outback
It
steak
means-
back. If he gets you an Outback Steakhouse gift certificate for Australia, then it's
I was gonna
he,
say
he really
for
wants
Australia.
to fuck, because then it's like a
Yeah.
little joke. He's like, ha ha ha, shrimp on the Barbie.
isn't
am
that
I
funny?
right?
But if he gets you something too personal that there's no way he should know anything about, like the fact that it's your fucking birthday and he shouldn't have known anyway, then it's too far and he's just stalking you.
Like he gets you a perfume based on your personal oils that he noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be weird. I've never done that. My viewpoint is we both lost interest in December. We can just hang out without this being weird. I come back this semester, and my roommates and I have a small party. Wait, so nothing really happened in Australia besides the fact that
Yeah,
you stayed with
they
us.
just hung out. They're just having a good time.
Okay, so this better go
Friends
somewhere.
being
dude.
dudes.
This better go somewhere. If this just goes like, I don't know what
Dude,
to do.
I'm telling you, we're not halfway through this.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. All right, I'm going to keep going. Sorry, I've been... okay. So my
Yeah,
roommate's
you're not halfway yet.
my roommate's friend that's also friends with Brad comes. We'll call her Lucy. We're adding another fucking person to the story. Jesus
oh my
Christ.
God, just use the real names.
Brad, Chad, and Lucy. Okay, we'll call her Lucy. And after we're all pretty drunk, high, or some combination,
Some
thereof,
combination
I'm sitting in the
therefore
corner
of,
eating pita
or
chips
thereof,
and minding
not
my
therefore.
own business. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She was
It says
definitely
thereof.
both.
Yeah. Chips and minding my own business. And Lucy leaves her beer pong game to come up to me and say, I'm really rooting for you and Brad. And if the sex stuff bothers you, it shouldn't. It's not even really a problem for him anymore. Okay, wait.
What?
Why is everyone always playing beer pong at this school? Do they just have beer pong tables set up everywhere? Does everyone in their house have a beer pong table just ready to go?
I'm still what sex stuff is bothering you?
Brad is the one that was in the open relationship, but then was like, I'm lying. It's a joke. It's a
Right.
joke.
But what does that have to do? Is that
We'll
what she
find
means
out.
by the sex
We'll
stuff?
find out. So I'm super crossfaded sitting there
Okay.
eating pita chips, and I'm like, what? What is there to root for? What sex stuff? He and I never
Okay,
had
so
sex,
that's
by
not
the
the
way.
sex stuff.
They never had sex, by the way. She just
Yeah, they
added.
never had sex.
So
So there's no sex stuff. Fucking
Weird.
dick.
So I found out she's got a big mouth, and she spills all this tea about how a past girlfriend basically made him afraid of having sex. And she tells
Okay,
me
it
that,
doesn't say T, but
dude, why do you have to? Why did you have to call me out like that? Why did you have to call me out like that, dude?
I
you
wanted
have to
I
call me out
wanted
like
them to
that?
know that you made the artistic decision to say T.
Dude, you fucking, I hate you. And she tells me
I
that,
thought that would be a good thing.
and she tells me that what I thought was a mutual back, was mutual back in December was not so mutual, and he was making moves in Australia, which I was just oblivious to, I guess. Women are so fucking stupid. You can quote me on that.
Jesus Christ!
Obviously, he's trying to hit on you. He hits you up in a different country. Like I
You
said
cannot,
before.
dude. You
like
are
I said
gonna, you're gonna
before.
get me too'd.
He
You're
was
gonna
getting-
You just said you're gonna release to the public a video of you straight up saying
It's not a video. It's audio.
an audio of you saying
An
that in
audio.
full sincerity.
No, but like obviously he was trying to fuck, right? Like that was obvious to me the second she
Yeah,
said he
I
hit me up
mean,
in Australia.
it's obvious to you because I found this to be true too. Is that basically it's a weird thing of like anytime I see a dude interacting with a girl he doesn't know, I'm like, yeah, he's probably trying to have sex with her.
he's probably trying to have sex with her.
And so, like, I have conversations about it with Maddie sometimes about just like different situations where like I'm like, yeah, that guy's definitely hitting on whoever.
Where you're like,
And
don't
then I'm
talk
like,
to
it's
him.
just
You
like-
can only talk to me.
No, not that, but
That's the way
Fuck,
I
what
am
was I
with
saying?
my woman. Just kidding. I would never be like that. I don't give a fuck. If she cheated on me, I mean, I would just be like, that sucks. It's going to happen. I have a good feeling. I hope it doesn't. I like her a lot. I might even say it. No, I can't say it here. I can't say it like that. I can't say it like that. Not here, not now.
what the fuck just happened?
I like what I'm saying is I like my girlfriend. I don't know why you're taking
What
this
was
out
I
of
even
proportion.
talking about? You just derailed for like a full minute.
Yeah, sorry. That was just my inner monologue of having trust
I have
issues.
no idea.
That's just
what I
Eddie
was
having
just
trust
talking about.
issues. Don't even worry about it. Let's continue this, okay?
Anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'll be able to be like, yo, that guy's definitely hitting on that girl. And she's like, how do you know that? And I'm like, because I know how males act when they're trying to impress another female.
I have a real good horndar. It's when I can tell when guys are
Yeah.
horny.
I think every guy can tell when any other guy is trying to have sex with a
No,
girl.
say it like it is. You can tell when any guy's horny. It's easy because we're always horny.
Yeah. It's really...
Through all this, I'm still talking to Chad. Remember Chad, guys? He was the guy that she
shit.
liked, but
Back to the
she said,
texts.
"I can't fuck with you because I'm
Yeah.
going to a different country and I want to have my options
kept in touch.
open."
Oh, that's so sweet.
Because women
And they
fucking
have another class together and everything.
women don't care about
Which
men's
really
feelings.
does not
men,
make it
men
all
don't
more
have feelings, right?
complicated.
Men don't have feelings.
Oh,
Men don't
which really
get
does nothing
They don't get
but
to be
make it all
emotional.
more
Men don't get to you're going away. I guess you can't just be fine with that. You can't just talk to me even though you're overseas. No, okay, I see how it is. Anyway,
I have no idea what point you're trying to make.
I have trust
'cause I
issues.
wasn't really listening. Anyway.
so through all this, I still kept talking to.
I
no, let
know,
me talk.
dude. I know. Hey, look at me. Look at me right now. It's
Yeah.
going to be okay.
Okay. So through all of this,
Hey,
still
hey,
talking to-
look at me. Look at me. Look at me right now.
Yeah.
It's going to be okay, big guy.
Thanks, man.
It's going to be okay.
Appreciate you. Thanks, brother. Back to the story. So through all this, I'm still talking to Chad. We kept in touch over the summer and have another class together and everything, which really does nothing but make it all more complicated. Believe me, sis. I know. So for a while, I'm in touch with Brad a bit, but not a lot. But I thought it was just as friends, and apparently it's not. Again.
That just rhymes.
Yeah, again, how could you not see he's trying to fuck? That's obvious. A few weeks later, he invites me to a party, and I go and see him and talk to him for a few minutes. She's talking about Brad now, right? She likes Chad, but Brad is the one who's trying to fuck.
She likes Chad. They were together or they were kind of together, but then she moved.
Yeah.
And Brad followed her to.
So she's talking about Brad right now. A few weeks later, he invites me to a party, and I go and see him and talk to him for a few minutes. And then I'm talking with some other people, and out of nowhere, all caps, this man gets on a stripper pole, and suddenly I feel like I'm at a bachelorette party. Dude, does he whip his dick out? He was weirdly good at it, and he was like upside down and swinging around and everything, and every girl at the party had phones out filming him, and he was just really feeling himself. That seems nice. I don't see why that's weird.
That's just like a weird side story.
Yeah, that's just a weird side story.
Next thing.
That's just like a weird side story. Nothing major happened besides that. There again, your writing
Hilarious.
choices. Why add that? Okay, a couple weeks
Dude,
later.
no, I think that's a good thing to add.
A couple weeks later, I went to bed around 1 a.m. and around 1:30, Brad starts calling me until I pick up. Weird. So I pick up and I'm high and half asleep and I'm like, what? She said what, but she spelled it wrong.
Yeah.
And he says, I'm coming south. You live on 12th, right? Oh, maybe we shouldn't give her address away.
Shit.
Too late now. Can I come over? He lives literally like a quarter of a mile away.
3/4 of a
Oh
mile.
yeah, you're right. 3/4 of a mile away. It's far. It's a far ass walk. So he comes over. It's 2 a.m. And I'm super high and he's super drunk. And after like 45 minutes, I'm like, okay, bye, go home. And I text him the next day like, yo, what? And he, yo, what? What? Why?
Like, yo, what?
And he plays the whole thing off like it was a joke or whatever. Why? It's obviously not a joke, dude. Call him out, girl. Call him out, sis. You know what he's trying to do. He's trying to get in your pants. And you are a strong, independent woman, and you don't have to take his shit. The next weekend,
That's right.
past weekend, I go to a party at Lucy's friend's house that she invited me to, and my roommates, she invited me to. Okay. This random kid I've never met, we'll call him Thad. Jesus Christ. We're getting out of hand here. Walks right up to me and says, you're Scout, right? You're that girl Brad slept with, but like didn't actually sleep with. He just stayed with you and slept in your place. And I was like, yeah, who the fuck are you? He literally slept with you, but like just slept.
But you guys did not have sex.
Yeah. He proceeds to tell me, this is a straight up quote, exactly what he said. It's a mystery to me how you and Brad haven't hooked up. That man is just 200 pounds of muscle, and he eats pussy like it's his job. What did I say before?
What the fuck?
What did I say before, Tommy? He was in Australia munching, sucking, and licking mad puss.
Who would say that about their friend?
Dude, how do you think
If I was talking you up to a girl, if I was talking you up to a girl, I would never be like, yeah, dude, Eddie eats pussy like it's his job.
I'm kind of disappointed that you don't, because that's exactly how I describe people to you when people ask about the podcast. They say, oh, who do you host it with? I say, oh, my my best friend Tommy. He's 200 pounds of muscle and he eats pussy like it's his job. And they go, oh, no kidding.
Okay, but let's be real. This guy, like, they're definitely gay, right?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. It seems like it seems like overcorrecting to try and seem like straight.
Ooh, I know, right?
It's the only guy I've ever heard of that will go to a girl's house just to eat her out and leave. Wow, this guy, he's a very caring guy. Maybe he likes it. I don't know. We
I
all
don't
like
really
different
respond because what the fuck do you even say to that?
what do you even say to that? Yeah. He continues anyway.
He continues anyway.
Yeah. He says something about Brad's rough past, and I'm like, oh, so he has a darker side to him. Like he should be wearing a duster and walks around with a gun, smokes cigarettes. Rough past, and I'm like, yeah, Lucy told me about the sex stuff already, and he says, no, that's not even what I'm referring to. There's more. Oh shit, dude, this is getting so juicy. I'm loving this.
I agree with oh wait, we used her name.
When?
There's a quote with her name in it.
Oh, doesn't matter at this point. No one's gonna remember. Who gives a fuck? So at that point, I'm like, no, don't tell me. I know way too many personal things about this guy that has come.
Agree. I definitely agree.
Yeah, that have come
I would be like, don't fucking tell me.
from his friends that can't keep their mouths shut. He continues anyway. Oh, good friend, and tells me about how I like how she repeatedly is like, no, she didn't respond first.
He kept talking.
Yeah, she didn't respond first, which is a clear indicator. Like, okay,
Yeah,
that's
okay,
weird.
I don't want to talk about this. Get the fuck away from me.
Then she literally says to him, hey, like, it's okay. I've heard
Yeah.
enough about this guy. I don't need to know anymore. And he just keeps going.
This guy eats pussy like a champ.
He tells me about how Brad had been a virgin until very, very recently. Then he comes to a bar with me and my friend, and we all party and get way too drunk. Okay. What's so rough about being a virgin? It's pretty sick to be a virgin.
Yeah, bro. Premarital sex is pretty fucking, like, disgusting.
Yeah, it's really gross. Today, he texted me this long-ass, weirdly
pretty
formal
outraged by
text about how whatever he said was probably inaccurate and hyperbolized, and I should disregard it. I respond like, oh, it's okay. We were all drunk. I understand, and he replies with just, oh, okay, cool. And then I see Brad at Chipotle. Pause for effect.
It does not say pause for effect.
No. And then I see Brad at Chipotle too, because he went specifically for the equestrian team fundraiser that was going on. Oh shit. So this is all just happening, but that's where we're at now. Basically, this one Tinder match is still haunting me. We need an update. We can't just end it there. I need to know.
we need
Does
an
he
update.
eat pussy like a champ?
Let's call her.
Is it his job? No, we don't call her now. We'll get
calling her.
we'll get an update next week, okay?
I'm definitely calling her right
Call
now.
her after. Call her after, because we got to end this episode, baby boy.
Oh, is it?
It's that time.
Oh,
It's
shit.
that time.
This is a long episode.
I know. Guys, we went through it all. I hope we got some good
We
points in
did
there. I hope we helped her out. I know I feel better about it. I feel like I got a lot off my my chest today. I think this was a good episode, guys.
Dude, it was a good episode.
It was a good episode. I missed you guys so much. It feels like we haven't done this in forever. Tommy, I miss being your friend. Please call me sometimes.
All right, I'll call you sometime.
It makes me really sad when you don't. I just want to know what's going on in your life,
All right.
baby boy.
All right, I'll call you sometime.
We used to be so connected. What happened between us? Maybe
Dude.
we need relationship advice. Next week we bring a therapist on.
Dude,
Hey, do you have relationship problems? Let us know. subrecurring@hotmail.com and gmail.com. Just fucking come back
realistically,
next week.
just text us.
Yeah, just text us. We'll let you know. All right.
If you guys are real FPBs, you have our phone number.
Yeah. If you let's just give our phone numbers out on the podcast. All right, we'll see you guys next week. I love you so much. Kiss kiss. Mwah, mwah.
Kiss, kiss. Mwah.
Should we end the episode with
Should I
that
stop
with that
recording?
Davies song?
What Davies? No.
I'm kind
I
of
forgot
feeling.
we talked about that shit.
All right, we'll
dude.
just end it here. No song this week. We'll just end it right here. Dry cut now.